Hey everyone, welcome to CG Boss. BossKey's, recaps of the game news that happened. This week it's gonna be a quick one. We are going to look at, WB Games or Warner Brother Games, right? They recently had some restructuring, I think last week. At the time of this recording, it should be last week when I publish it. So there are just three things I read about it. Two are not so good, and one, of course, is gonna be inspirational. Hopefully inspiring. First is, of course, the game news about Boss WB Games, shuttering all the studios. Second is the cancelled Wonder Woman game. Third is a inspirational story about this ex WB Games, I think artist or worker. He started his own indie studio. Some inspiring stuff at the end of it. So let's get right into it. I'm going to share my screen from the. Just check that. All right, so these are the three things we're talking about, right? WB Games, they recently shuttered a few studios. One is the Player First Games, as you can see. All right, so it's Looney time, right? WB Games, they canceled, they shut down Player First Games, which was the Multiverse games. I actually enjoyed Multiversus here. It was a fun game that I enjoyed playing with close family. It's a good alternative to Super Smash Brothers if you're not on the what do you call it, in Switch systems. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, and yeah, that's that's uh, that's the unfortunate part, right? So next is the news came from, I think, Jason Schreier on his Blue Sky post. He talked a lot about I think there's some tweet or skit here, right? That the guy, the previous president, David Haddad, right, who ran Warner Brothers Games, right? I think they did try doing the live service thing, and which is Suicide Squad. That didn't work out, and there was Gotham Knights. It was okay. I mean, I haven't played it yet, but it looked okay to me. The only game that was a hit was, I think, Harry Potter for them. Yeah, that's the only one. But apparently, the leadership over there was not good, according to Jason, right? I think in a kind of funny interview, which is down here, you can click on it in the newsletter. He talked about, like, I think Monolith was doing some new game, and apparently they, like, after, I think after Shadow of the Middle Earth game, right? Shadow of Mordor, they left, and yeah, I know they went to form a new studio. Monolith had gone about a few years without shipping games after the Mordor thing, and then basically, the team went to form Cliffhanger Games. I believe they're part of EA, right? This is the one here. This is the game company by ex Monolith people. They're working on Black Panther apparently, and then this resulted in, I guess there was no games, nothing. So probably they decided to close it. I think Warner Brothers, they have actually a lot of, what do you call it, IP, right? That they can leverage, like Batman, Wonder Woman, Looney Tunes, right? Just that they need the right person to oversee the projects. And I'm not sure if their movies are doing well. Also, I mean, I think that was is it the Batman? Was it the Batman release on that? I can't remember. But movies there, I don't think they're doing as well. I think they did Matrix, right? I remember, but I'm not so sure if that worked out. Yeah, that's what happened. The other thing that happened was the what do you call it? The Wonder Woman game. Apparently, they've racked up 100 million. I can't remember. Is it? Let me check here. Was it Monolith? Let me check. It looks like, yeah, it's actually correct, Monolith. So they actually were working on it. They spent 100 million. I don't know, if you have to check Jason's interview with Kind of Funny. They probably go in a bit more depth onto it, but it was supposed to be this cool action game, I believe, or open world. I'm not sure what they were going to plan with it, but it's going to be an epic showpiece according to this, right? And basically they kind of blew it. Yeah, as like the Dreamcast guy here says, they went 100 million without showing anything except for that that one trailer here. There's this little trailer here that they showed. Let me just play that for you. I'm not sure. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, this is the trailer for it. And yeah, it looks pretty impressive, but I don't know if it's real time or not or what. But yeah, I have no idea. 100 million without any prototype. I'm sure there was a prototype, just that we never got to see it. And yeah, who knows, man? I mean, I believe it could have been very cool if the WB Games work with, I believe, James Gunn. He's doing his DC reboot. I actually watched Creature Commandos. That's pretty cool. It could have been a game, but I think it's a waste that some of these iconic what do you call it? Iconic DC characters, they don't get their a game. There needs to be some sort of cohesion. I believe that's what they lack. Maybe that's what happened at the leadership level. They don't get games. Anyway, we're back to the last story here for this. So this guy, his name, I hope I pronounce his name, is his channel is called BareHands. He used to be a Warner Brothers guy. I think work on the Warner Brothers WB Games guy. Then he got laid off somewhere. According to this video, it's somewhere in uh 2022. I'm gonna share the YouTube tab. And yeah, right here, if you can see, yeah, that's him in back then. Then he did this video, like he talks about him working in AAA, and then he went to make his own game, the game company called BareHands. You can see it. Yeah, that's what he is. He talks about building games that you want to care about, and he's all experienced about it. He made this little game called CD. I think it's a action. It's an action game, is it? I can't remember. Check this. Yeah, action strategy game probably. Yeah, probably the action strategy. I don't know if you can hear the audio. No idea. Anyway, yeah. So it's a probably action strategy game. Looks pretty cool. I mean, platforming. Yeah. Let's check what is it about. CD, is it? CD. Conquer. Oh, combat farming. Farming game, sorry. Yeah, it has a prototype. But anyway, what I want to highlight about this is he has this, you know, I think he talked about bouncing back. He had this thing where he helped about his community or something, teaching them games and animation, sharing his knowledge and making the prototype indie game. I think he got a few showings at some indie festival. I can't remember. But I think that's one thing that, I mean, I got this video by chance, and I think this is one thing that we can learn from all of this, that despite all the negative stuff happening, there can be something good. And that's why I want to highlight in this video that this guy from BareHands, it just says, welcome to BareHands, yeah, monumental indie game studio, win. Anyway, he had a very inspiring story, and I think that's one thing that I took away from all this. This came out by random as I was researching and watching all the various videos about WB Games having wasted their time on making all the games that didn't work out. They actually could have done something cool, make stuff that would be interesting for our gaming audience. And so anyway, I hope that you enjoyed these three things that I talk about WB. I think I share sentiments that it's kind of I really like Multiversus. It's actually a really cool game, and could have been something. Wonder Woman, yeah. I mean, she's not big like Batman or Superman, but I think she's one of the three, right, of Justice League. So could have been an interesting game. And of course, BareHands, right, the XWB guy that I think that's the one that really, that's the best story I found. Even though his story is a bit old from all this, he was one of the earlier laid off guys that somehow managed to bounce back. Yeah, that's hope that can inspire other indie devs out there, part-time game makers, that whether you're hobbyist or full-time or what, that yeah, you keep on making and creating stuff, right? All right, thanks for watching another BossKey recap. If you like, please do subscribe. We are on. There's a link probably somewhere in the description below to support us. We're on the news. We have a newsletter and Patreon, which is I'm slowly trying to learn how to do it. And of course, just sign up for our newsletter here at Boss Keys, right, to get all the latest updates from our website here. And of course, we have my own blog here as well. Yeah, right here. All right. Thanks. All right. Thanks. I'll see you around soon. Enjoy. Yeah, day ahead. Bye bye.